Well, here we are in a 2006 Toyota Prius. I've had this car for 110,000 miles and 10 years. I've never had to spend any money on this car, or almost none. I have had to replace the 12-volt battery a couple times due to lights being left on and then them just causing weird errors. I suspect the issue we have with this car is a 12-volt battery issue too, but I'm not as confident as I was because it seems to continue having an issue and it seems to be consistent, and I'll share that with you here in just a second. So, you see, if you go and push the power button, it powers up, and as you watch the lights on the dash, it does exactly what it's supposed to right now. See the meter still works, and we are still getting over 40 miles to the gallon. Here it started up like it's supposed to, and everything seems to be fine. You can turn on the air works like it should. Heat works like it should. Only thing that doesn't work is this button on the right hand side of the steering wheel. These buttons don't work, but you can always go into the climate up here and adjust that as you need to. But now, we'll leave the air on, I guess, because it's a hot day out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in drive, and we'll see if it throws an error like it has. Now, normally I never ever drive while holding a camera or a phone or whatever, but as you'll see when we start driving here, we do live out in the middle of nowhere, and there's rarely other situations. So my guess would be we're not going to have to drive very far, and it's going to throw an error. And this seems to be a pretty big error. In fact, today I went and got gas, and well, I had to call my son to come get me and tow it. No, not tow it. He's a big person, and he just pushed it into a parking spot. But then all I need to do is I get my OBD2 software on my phone, and I clear the codes, and then it worked. And now it seems like it's working again. And so now maybe this car is just fine, and maybe this video won't even get posted because maybe this car works. Honestly, this is an extra car for us, and I only ever use it when I have to, because I want to keep it working, because I do like this car. I've had it for a long time, and I appreciate it. Well, okay. Seems to be working just like it's supposed to now. And so maybe this is a video that will have to wait for another date. You can see the car drives like it's supposed to, runs like it's supposed to, shifts like it's supposed to. In the 110,000 miles that I've had this car, it's never used a drop of oil. Most people claim you only have to change the oil every 10,000 miles. I change it every time the light comes on to change the oil, which is about every 5,000 miles. It's not clean in here. As you can see, we live on gravel roads, and you can see there's a crack in the windshield there, and we'll take a gander around the outside of the car too, just so that you can see there is definitely some damage. It's been living on gravel most of its life, but I mean, come on, it's a $1,000 car, and I think we'll be okay asking that for it. No warranties, of course, and if I were you, I would have something that can clear codes, so you don't want to get stranded somewhere, or maybe you just want parts off of it. I don't know. But yeah, here we are. So I guess it is still working. Surprises me. I thought it would have failed by now. So we'll leave it run as I get out, and we will have a closer look, and maybe we'll get it to throw some kind of airs while we're doing that. All the doors work, all the windows work. It's got tires. Our front ones, you can see, are getting a little bit worn. Rear ones are practically new. See, it's dirty. There's no rust to speak of, but you can see these plastic pieces underneath are full of dirt and crud and yuck. You can see inside the fender well here, we're missing some stuff. You can see that this front is all broken up. We live on gravel roads, and in the wintertime there's snow and stuff, and you know, this car isn't that great. Under the hood, everything is like it's supposed to be in a Prius. It's dirty, you know, but frankly it's all there. It's all like it's supposed to be. I changed the spark plugs, I guess, 100,000 miles ago. Don't know if I needed to or not. Mirrors are both a little bit broken up, I believe. This one was looking good, maybe. Oh no, broken up on the side here, you can see. Maybe if I get the camera in the right spot. There we are. You know, it's dirty, but there's no rips or anything in the seats. A little crack on the rear bumper. The lights are all, you know, a little bit cloudy. Look in here, this is all here. Jack and everything. Spare tire is all where it's supposed to be. Spare tire's under there. I mean, it's there. I'm not gonna dig it out right now. You know, it is what it is. The cat's still there, and all the exhaust is still there. You know, it's an old Prius with 100,000 miles on it, and it is what it is.